Right friends, welcome back to questions and answers for 39th week. During October 14th to 16th, all of you are well aware, BRICS summit is going to be held in Goa, and on the sidelines of BRICS summit, BIMSTEC meet will also be held. And how many countries are there in BIMSTEC? BIMSTEC, 7 countries are there. Please look into this map. There are 7 countries. This was established for economic and technical cooperation among the countries around Bay of Bengal area, and this organization, that is BIMSTEC, has not had much headway after its establishment, and its secretariat is at Dhaka. There is a need to strengthen this organization in view of the problems faced in FARC. Right friends, look at the next one. PASEX. PASEX means passage exercises. Passage exercises or the naval exercises between Iran and Pakistan. And recently, for the first time, Russia conducted first ever military exercises with Pakistan, known as Friendship 2016, and now these exercises, PASEX, are the naval exercises between Iran and Pakistan. Nowadays, Pakistan is critical about the relationship with the United States of America, and it is embracing China as well as Russia, and all of you are familiar with the $46 billion CPEC with China. Look into the next one. New chairman of Life Insurance Corporation is V.K. Sharma. And don't forget, recently Life Insurance Corporation of India celebrated its Diamond Jubilee celebrations, because Life Insurance Corporation was formed on 1st September 1956. On 1st September 2016, LIC completed 60 years. And outgoing chairman was S.K. Roy, and the new incumbent is V.K. Sharma. At present, he is managing director of LIC. And look into the next one. Author of Democrats and Dissenters is Ramchandra Guha, and it contains 16 essays on issues like India's relationship with its neighbors and freedom of expression in our country. And if you look at important books written by Ramchandra Guha, one is Patriots and Partisans. Next one is India after Gandhi. Look at the next one. India's rank in 2016 World Economic Freedom Index. You may ask, who releases this Economic Freedom Index? This World Economic Freedom Index is released by the Heritage Foundation and the Wall Street Journal, and it was started releasing from 1995. And the main crux of the index is to measure the degree of economic freedom in the world's nations. India ranked 112 out of 159 countries surveyed. GSTN, this is the Goods and Services Tax Network. Basically, this was established with 49% government share, and the private shareholding is 51%. Please don't forget, GSTN shareholding 49% is government, 51% by private, and chairperson of GSTN is Shri Naveen Kumar, and CEO is Prakash Kumar, and GSTN is managed by the software firm of India, Infosys. So, Infosys will develop necessary IT infrastructure for goods and services tax. Right friends, look at the next one. Culinary festival was held recently in Bolghati Island. Where is this Bolghati Island? This is near Kochi. And look into the next one. Which of the following public sector undertaking was cleared by the cabinet for its closure? Recently, some decisions were taken by the Union Cabinet. Union Cabinet decided to close Hindustan Diamond Company Private Limited some time back, and recently it decided to close Kolkata-based Hindustan Cables Limited. At the same time, it decided to sell Bharat Pumps and Compressors Limited, Allahabad-based company. Right, friends? Look into the next one. Recently, Sushil Mohanot was sacked from the post of Chairman and Managing Director of Bank of Maharashtra. Please don't forget, Bank of Maharashtra headquarters, Pune. And the new CMD is Ravindra Prabhakar Marathe. Which of the following celebrated Platinum Jubilee recently? This is the Council of Scientific and Industrial Research. It has got around 38 national laboratories. This is autonomous body registered as a society, prestigious institution, Council of Scientific and Industrial Research. And this R&D organization was established in 1942. And when the organization completes 75 years, this Platinum Jubilee is celebrated, and recently it entered into 75th year. That's why Platinum Jubilee celebrations were started. And the funding for this CSIR is basically by the Ministry of Science and Technology. Look into the next one, Tulbul Navigation Project. This is on River Jhelum. This Tulbul Navigation Project, the other name for it is Uller Barrage. Please don't forget, this Tulbul as well as Uller, one and the same, and it was proposed way back almost 32 years ago to build barrage on River Jhelum at the mouth of Uller Lake, and basically it is intended to make river navigable during summer. But because of objections from Pakistan, India dropped the idea of constructing Tulbul Barrage, and now India decided to look at this Tulbul Barrage or Uller Barrage on River Jhelum. If someone talks about Ratley Hydroelectric Project or Baglihar Hydroelectric Project, these two are on Chenab River in Jammu and Kashmir. Please don't forget, Baglihar and Ratley. Baglihar completed and Ratley in progress. So this Baglihar and Ratley, these two are on river Chenab in Jammu and Kashmir. And if someone talks about the Kishan Ganga project, that is on Kishan Ganga river, which is known as Neelam river in Pakistan, and Kishan Ganga is the tributary of Jhelum river. Please don't forget. Right, friends, look at the next one. Before going into the next one, please look into this. 3 western rivers were allocated to Pakistan under Indus Water Treaty of 1960, and 3 eastern rivers are allocated to India. These 3 eastern rivers are Ravi, Beas, Satluj. 3 western rivers are Indus, Jhelum and Chenab. And please don't forget, World Bank is also signatory to Indus Water Treaty of 1960. At the time, Indian Prime Minister was Jawaharlal Nehru and Pakistan President was Ayub Khan. These things please don't forget. Shimon Peres, who got the Nobel Prize along with Yasser Arafat and Isaac Rabin. Please look into this picture. These 3 got Nobel Peace Prize in 1994 because these were the persons behind Oslo Peace Accord in the year 1993. Oslo Peace Accord was intended to bring peace between Palestine and Israel, and these 3 persons were awarded Nobel Peace Prize in 1994. And Shimon Peres, who was associated with the peace process through Oslo Accord in 1993, died recently at the age of 93. And Shimon Peres was the former Prime Minister as well as the President, and he was one of the last surviving pillars of Israel's founding generation. Please look into this map. This is the map of Israel. Look into the next one, Income Declaration Scheme 2016, which was intended to declare undisclosed income, ended on 30th September. Basically, this is to declare undisclosed income or unraveling black money. Aleppo is in the news recently. It is in Syria. Here, rebel forces held eastern part of Aleppo city, and to evacuate rebels, Syrian government has resorted to sustained assault. But the unfortunate aspect is around 2.5 lakh civilians were held up and essential supplies are affected badly. 2.5 lakh people are suffering in Aleppo city. Look into the next one. Recently, options trading in commodities was allowed. This options trading for commodities was allowed recently by the Securities and Exchange Board of India. And simultaneously, Finance Ministry also notified list of 91 commodities on which commodity derivatives contracts will be permitted. And don't forget, MCX and NCDEX are the exchanges where this derivatives trading in commodities takes place. Right friends, look at the next one. Which of the following is not associated with the procurement of pulses? Here, 4 organizations are given. One is the NAFED. This is the farmers cooperative. NAFED means National Agricultural Cooperative Marketing Federation of India. Please don't forget, this is under the Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare. The second one, all of you are familiar with, the Food Corporation of India. That is under the Ministry of Consumer Affairs, Food and Public Distribution. The third one is the Small Farmers Agribusiness Consortium or SFAC. This is under the Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare. Recently, government stated that these 3 organizations will procure pulses. NABARD is not associated with the procurement of pulses, and here important thing I would like to convey you is FCI is under the Ministry of Consumer Affairs, Food and Public Distribution, whereas NAFED and SFAC are under the Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare. These things please don't forget. Look into the next one. Google is coming up with the Project Loon. All of you are well aware, Project Loon, the main purpose is with the balloons. Internet connectivity will be given to the interior areas of the country. Across the world, these experiments are going on in several countries. Ultimately, the aim of this Project Loon is to give internet connectivity to the interior hinterland across the various countries in the world. And Facebook is coming up with the drones, and Microsoft is looking at white spaces. So these things please don't forget. And here the question is, in Project Loon, in the balloons, the gas is helium. So these are helium filled balloons, please don't forget. And here I have given the founders of Google, Larry Page and Sergey Brin. Now the parent company is renamed as Alphabet. Alphabet has got several companies now. Google is one of them. Now for Alphabet, president is Sergey Brin and CEO is Larry Page. These two are the founders of Google. And now Sundar Pichai is the CEO of Google. Then if you look at Facebook, all of you are familiar with Mark Zuckerberg. And then Microsoft founders Bill Gates, Paul Allen, and now CEO is Satya Nadella. Right? Let us look at the next one. Financial stability of Deutsche Bank became serious concern across the world. And this bank is situated in Germany. Recently, the problem started when 10 hedge funds has taken a decision to reduce their exposure to the bank, and subsequently lot of rumors spread about the financial stability of Deutsche Bank, and this bank is headquartered in Germany. Look into the next question. Name the state government which will appoint 1 crore tree ambassadors, otherwise known as Vruksha Dooty. This project is going to be started by Maharashtra government, please don't forget. OPEC, Organization of the Petroleum Exporting Countries, decided to cut output to 32.5 to 33 million barrels per day from around 33.5 million barrels per day. This decision was taken only to increase the prices of petroleum products in the market, because there is a lot of glut in the market, so as to reduce the excess stocks with various countries. This decision was taken, but this is not sufficient. They have to reduce drastically. And here, where are the headquarters of OPEC? OPEC headquarters are in Vienna. Most important point is, at present, Organization of the Petroleum Exporting Countries has got 14 members, and 2 countries joined this year. In January, Indonesia joined, and recently Gabon country joined. So these things please don't forget, Indonesia and Gabon. These 2 are the countries which became 13th and 14th member of Organization of the Petroleum Exporting Countries. Look at the next one, Rubber Board. Rubber Board is taking all the steps to improve productivity. I have given here the productivity is proposed to be increased from 1437 kg per hectare to 1500 kg per hectare. The production in our country is around 5.5 lakh tons, and it is proposed to be increased to 6.5 lakh tons. And here the question is, the Rubber Board is headquartered in Kottayam. Please don't forget, Rubber Board headquarters is in Kottayam. Please look into this slide. These boards are under the Ministry of Commerce and Industry. Coffee Board is headquartered in Bengaluru. Tea Board of India is headquartered in Kolkata. Tobacco Board is headquartered in Guntur in Andhra Pradesh. Rubber Board is headquartered in Kottayam, Kerala. So these 4 are under the Ministry of Commerce and Industry, basically to promote these crops. Next one is under the Ministry of Textiles. National Jute Board is there, headquartered in Kolkata. This National Jute Board is under the Ministry of Textiles. Another one is Central Silk Board. Central Silk Board is also under the Ministry of Textiles, but it is headquartered in Bengaluru. And one important thing, please don't forget, Coir Board is there. This is headquartered in Kochi, Kerala, and this is under the Ministry of Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises. This is very important. Name the airport which became the first carbon neutral airport in Asia Pacific region. Delhi became the first airport with carbon neutrality in Asia Pacific region. Recently, it set up 7.84 megawatt solar power plant. Carbon neutrality means net carbon emissions over an entire year are 0. Look into the next one. If India's trade ties with Pakistan are severed, if India decides to close trade ties with Pakistan, which of the following is most likely to be affected? It is cotton. Total exports from India to Pakistan are around $2.2 billion, imports are around $0.4 billion, and total trade between India and Pakistan is around $2.6 billion. It is not much, it is just 0.4% of India's trade with the world. And out of all the commodities which are exported to Pakistan, cotton constitutes around 30%. So cotton is most likely to hit the maximum. Look into the next one. Name the bank which opened its first branch in Yangon, Myanmar. Now SBI has got its presence in Myanmar by opening its branch in Yangon, and SBI has got 198 offices in 37 countries at present. Madhusudan Sahu took over as the chairperson of Insolvency and Bankruptcy Board of India. This Insolvency and Bankruptcy Board of India was established based on Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code 2016, which was passed by the Parliament recently. And it will regulate this insolvency and Bankruptcy Board of India will regulate insolvency professionals and IP agencies as well as information utilities. And in addition to Madhusudan Sahu, 4 members were also nominated to Insolvency and Bankruptcy Board of India, and Sahu's tenure will be for a period of 5 years, and the oath of office was administered by the Corporate Affairs Minister Arun Jaitley. Name the state where NTPC Limited is establishing country's largest solar power plant. This will have a capacity of 1000 megawatt, and the first phase of 250 megawatt already completed. Next phase of 750 megawatt is likely to be completed by March 2017, and this power plant, which is coming up in Anantapur district of Andhra Pradesh, will be the largest single location solar unit in the country once it is completed by March 2017. Please look into this slide. I have given here solar cell, solar module and solar array. From this picture, you can understand the difference. Name the country which voted against the historic peace deal with the FARC rebels. Country is Colombia. People overall, they have positive view about the peace deal, but the terms of the peace deal are somewhat not acceptable to the people. So, Colombians voted against the historic peace accord, but the Colombian president Juan Manuel Santos got the Nobel Peace Prize for the peace accord. Look into the next one. Name the 2 states which were declared open defecation free. The 2 states are Gujarat and Andhra Pradesh. Total 110 cities and towns of Gujarat and 180 cities and towns in Andhra Pradesh are declared as open defecation free, and these include Porbandar, the birthplace of Mahatma Gandhi in Gujarat. And the Swachh Bharat Abhiyan was started in the year 2014 on October 2nd, and the goal of the government is to make country entirely open defecation free by 2nd October 2019. Look into the next one. Government's plan is to double the farmers' income by the year 2022. And if you look at agriculture sector, government's main initiatives are long-term irrigation fund being maintained by NABARD. Second one is Pradhan Mantri Krishi Sinchayi Yojana, then Soil Health Card Scheme, then E-National Agriculture Market, then Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana. These are the major initiatives of the present government as far as agriculture is concerned. Look into the next one. India became the 62nd country to ratify the Paris Climate Pact. Here, I would like to tell you a few things. The largest emitter of greenhouse gases in the world is China. The largest emitter, if you look at per capita, per each person, if you see, the largest emitter is United States of America, and China and the United States of America together constitute almost 1/3 of global greenhouse gas emissions. And India's emissions are just 4.1%. And 28 member strong European Union constitutes 12% of total global emissions. Look into this. Largest greenhouse gas is carbon dioxide, followed by methane, followed by nitrous oxide. This is very, very important. Name the state where Muzinis project is being implemented. This is Kerala. Muzinis was a large port of the ancient times, and Muzinis is an ambitious plan of Kerala government to develop, conserve palaces, museums and a number of archaeological monuments in the state. Name the country which switched over from Hijri calendar to Gregorian calendar for payment of employees' salaries. Gregorian calendar, all of you are familiar with January, February, March. This is Gregorian calendar. Hijri calendar or Islamic calendar. Islamic calendar looks at the cycle of the moon. When moon is sighted, that month starts. So, the duration of the month as per Islamic calendar is around 29 days or so. And to reduce the costs, because Saudi Arabia is affected by the fall in oil prices, so as to reduce the costs, Saudi Arabia switched over from Islamic calendar, or you can say Hijri calendar, to Gregorian calendar, so as to reduce the costs. Right friends, with this let us conclude the questions and answers. Please do join for other modules or capsules. Have a nice day. Thank you.